I mean, this is certainly a hand. I don't know what, but I'm playing it this Friday. What's going on, Cheesy Pie Gaming? A mess! Don't you insult my big, beautiful baby here, chat. This deck plays all the best cards in Modern. All of these decks are very good, so thus, if we shove them together, naturally they should be amazing, right? It's like a mixtape. That's gonna mix up all the best music and a thing and see what falls out. This is an easy Azcan to take, right? I feel like we probably can't get under all their removal. With a hand like that, probably. Yeah, like, some amount of our deck is going to be draws that are just like normal Hallowed One Death Shadow type draws, right? So it'll be fine. My child left my trail mix on my chair, so I almost sat on it. Oh. All right, that's pretty good. So let's Faithless Looting here. Frag Guy 84, thanks for trying honey. And thank you to anyone I might have missed. I don't always catch the notification. There's a lot going on. I appreciate the support. I probably don't want Reunion at this point. I think I want the extra lands here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and fetch Shock. I think I'm actually binning the third land to the Neonate here, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Blood Crypt and bin the third land to the Neonate so I can put this Hollowed One into play. Yeah, I have a mat to stand on. If you're gonna get a standing deck, this fucking deck, man. If you're gonna get a standing desk, the anti-fatigue mat is a worthwhile investment. Definitely think it's a worthwhile investment. We have a Stomping Ground and an Overgrown Tomb. The anti-fatigue mat is only about this large. It's like a welcome home size mat, so I just kick it forward under my desk. So I don't have, my chair's not on the desk, or on the mat. So they played Opt, they played Canal. I'm gonna go close my door because Jake's kind of loud upstairs. When Declan brought me a drink, the door got left open. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a low enough health total to play the Death Shadow this turn. And I don't think I'm playing around to sweeper out of the opponent. So, I think I'm definitely just like jamming this Gurmag Angler and hoping to kill them. Going big fishing, spin the G's, we're doing big fishing up in beep 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 do 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 do. Sarkin 84, thanks a lot for checking out, honey. Please bolt me, opponent. Please bolt me, opponent. Please bolt me, opponent. To go ahead and exile some of these extras. Leave the Faithless Lootings in here. I'm not sure how I feel about the Death Shadows in this deck, but I feel like a Hallowed One Goryo's Vengeance deck is probably worth exploring. Like, both of those are, like, pretty busted things, so, like, doing both of them at the same time seems appealing. Yeah, the fact that they bolted there means they don't have a sweeper, which is great for us. I have to play a third land in order to loot, though. Like, I can't flash back to looting without another land. They have another Bolt here. Hopefully they're just hoping to draw one. Down to 6. Flashback looting here. See where we get. I'm 10 out of 10. Just gonna fetch Shock and Thoughtseize them here. That is not close. Should be 1 Blood Crypt left in my deck. Should have an Overgrown Tomb too, right? Nice control deck. I'm sure we're about to get Wrath of God off the top of their deck here, but get out of here. Get him. Get him. All right, so what's the plan here? I actually kind of feel like our main deck is probably great here, right? I guess Cathartic Reunion's pretty bad against counterspells, but do we think they're going to have counterspells against our deck? Drax, thanks for the 3-month free subscription and a quarter of a year. Welcome back. Brian, you should check out the article previews channel in the subs Discord. I posted an article in there talking about decks that I think will be good post-ban. It'll be up on Gathering Magic on Friday for everybody else. I could see splitting. I'm just going to run it back, actually. I think I'm happy with what we have going on. I feel like, based on how I was Gurmag Angling and Hollowed Oneing them, they're not going to have a ton of counterspells post-board. Oh gosh, someone had a clutch suggestion on Twitter, Interonics. What if we put Eldritch Evolution in this deck? You can evolve Gurmag Angler into Griselbrand. That's it. That's the missing piece to the puzzle, Interonics. We're gonna build a Goryo's Vengeance, Gurmag Angler, Eldritch Evolution Gristlepig deck. That's the one. That's the winner. I don't know when that's gonna happen at some point on this stream. That sounds great. That have a heart, friendo. Garrett Olmemeyer. That's like A+ cooking with gas right there. That sounds quite amazing. I'm just gonna start throwing bits at this deck now. Alright, let's I guess let's cycle Street Wraith first and see what happens. I need that deck in my life. Shoot. I could have put Hollowed One into play this turn. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to do that. They left Negate in. That's interesting. Yeah, I should have just put Hollowed One into play. I'm dumb. I'm dumb, is why. Yeah, I don't... Thoughtseizing myself seems loose, though. Sure, Fallen Dark. I don't know that we're going to get to that today. It's going to happen at some point in the future, but that sounds quite excellent. We can play like 4 Anglers and a Tassiger or 2, just like max on Delve stuff. Yeah, just getting really punished here. Yeah, I could have just paid 1 too. I guess that's fair. My sequencing is definitely suspect this game. Start by attacking with this. I didn't play the hollowed one because the hollowed one's going to cost... Or I didn't play the Death Shadow because the Death Shadow is going to cost 1 guaranteed next turn anyways. Oh, I forgot about Hootie. Yeah, we could totally play Hootie in the Blowfish. Discord instructions are here. You have to be on your desktop computer. You can't do it for mobile, Brian. The mobile client does not do it. All right, there are some people who live in fear of lightning bolts and Snapcaster mages. I am not one of those people. Let's go. What a tilt. What a tilt. We flew too close to the sun, chat. We flew too close to the sun. So they left in negate, which I think means I'm going to cut some of these. I'm going to at least split it. We can put like an Elish Norn in the deck. What's a messed up 7-drop we can evolve hollowed 1 and 2, chat? What's a messed up 7-drop we can evolve hollowed 1 and 2? What's the best one? Woodfall Primus. That's a pretty good one. Woodfall Primus is a pretty good one. Avengers End of Card's a little bit slow, and it's not good when you have less lands. Primus is an 8. That's so sad. Phage the Untouchable. She-Holdred. She-Holdred's a sweet one. Why do all the good creatures cost 8, chat? That one costs like 9 Anoronics. I'm gonna keep that for now. I'm gonna put this into play tapped and pass the turn, I think. Sire of Insanity is kind of funny. It's probably just Elish Norn, right? The chat is going nuts. Ashen Rider is 8, chat. A lot of the cards people are suggesting currently cost 8. I want a card that hollowed 1 can evolve into, chat. Griselbrand's the best thing that other things can evolve into, but I want something that hollowed 1 evolves into. Grave Titan's probably a good one. Grave Titan's really castable. I like Grave Titan. It doesn't have to be exactly 7. It's probably Elish or Grave Titan. I can't believe they left in negates against us. How do I ever beat these cards? Can I ever beat these cards? Can I ever beat either of those? I mean, we're like pretty far off of killing them. Like, absurdly far off. It's protection from demons. Oh, God. It has protection from the Gristle Pig, chat. How is our Gristle Pig ever going to get into play? It has protection from the Gristle Pig. Dragon Lord's an 8/8, right? That's pretty big. It's like a decent size. Oh, this is just gonna die to a bolt, right? Yeah, we're very dead. You have double 5/5 lifelinkers in hand. You can just never erase that. Alright, while we're waiting for the third match in the second match in this league to pop, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out today. If you're in the United States, happy Fireworks and Hot Dogs Day. Happy 4th of July if you're anywhere else in the world. My name's Jeff Hogan, I'm a full-time streamer, memer, content producer here on Twitch. I stream a ton of Modern. We're also going to be playing some Legacy later this week with the ban list updates that are going out. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. For those that are new to Twitch, subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, or if you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, that gets you Amazon Prime included with that for free. And that gets you a free channel subscription every single month to a Twitch channel of your choice. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to stream here full time. They stream me, they support me directly while I stream. You can also support my stuff by checking out some of my wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. I love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders with them. Honey would love to save you some money. Honey is a free online web browser extension for Chrome, Firefox, and Safari, and it just helps you with the shopping that you're already doing anyways. When you are checking out online somewhere, Honey checks your shopping cart and checks for coupon codes online at the site you're buying stuff from, and if it can save you money, it offers to save you some money. You can get Honey at bit.ly/HoogelHoney while supporting my content here. Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep at bit.ly/HoogelBedUS or bit.ly/HoogelBedCA. You can take a peek at their wonderful foam mattresses. Christy and I have been sleeping on Elisa for the last 5 weeks now. It's the first time I've ever had a foam mattress before, and I don't think I'd ever go back. It's quite comfortable. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone to Hoaglandia out there. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about your complimentary timeout, just like Matthias Uber there. At any rate, thanks for checking out Honey there, Jonesy. We're heading on into our second match here. I have turn 1 Hollowed Boy on the play. Let's do it. Let's do it. Evolution to Sylvan Primordial. Deep. The number... You can always tell the EDH players in the audience when you start, like, looking for things to... You're like... Who can get me a 7-mana creature? Like, all the EDH players, like, raise their hands. They're like, me, pick me. Alright, looting. Mind adding all these tasty bits of mono green Tron? Will do for Exian Fox. Thanks for the support as always. I do appreciate it. As always, the people who support my content here, for every 100 bits you cheer or $1 you donate, you can bump up decks that are in the queue. Yeah, we've been having a hard time actually finding Griselbrands, huh? I think I want a Cathartic Reunion here, cycle through my deck a little bit more. We haven't seen a Vengevine yet either, right? There's 4 Vengevines in this deck. Evening to Farah. I am running a little bit later than normal tonight. Opponent mulligans to 6, it looks like. 5, 6. They mulligan to 5, so their hand's a little bit slower. Rune Scarred Demon's a good one. You played a Trogar deck on stream. I don't even know what that card does, so I'm going to say no. It's really annoying that they named Thoughtseize there. How much to get you to play EDH? Usually I look for $100 donations to play formats that I don't usually play. Basically because if I don't normally play a format, that means it's not particularly popular content. This is an Anoronics monster, you are not wrong. We've actually got a pretty good hand going here still, right? Even though they're gonna kite sail freebooter us here most likely. Like, I've got this Gurmag Angler to play yet too, which is great. Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. Legendary cards are better because we can Goryo's Vengeance those. Justin did not pick a deck yet, so Justin has donated and his Dealer's Choice deck is in the queue, but he hasn't actually picked a deck just yet. I'm doing this pre-combat just in case we hit a fetch land. It makes our Death Shadow bigger. So they're obligated to chump block one of these here, or they're dead. So they're dead. Lava Man is fine here. Clasm's pretty good, right? Their stuff can grow a little bit outside of that, but I think that's fine in general. I'm gonna cut Vengevine here. I feel like their things get a little bit too big for this, and I think this is a little bit hard for us to enable consistently. I think this might be a little bit ambitious in this deck in general. There's a big game hunter matchup. This could possibly be a big game hunter matchup too. I want to run like this for now. All right, woo. Sorry about that. Add the sneezes. Nova Blast Worm. That's a big one. gonna keep this. This hand could be anything, right? You don't actually know how good or bad this hand is? Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to loot on one. But now that we hit Goryo's Vengeance, I definitely want to loot on one. I actually think that we have the Black-White Goryo's Gifts is gonna... Black-White Goryo Smallpox is going to be up towards the queue against soon, Lukatog. That deck felt better than the Esper deck last time we played it. Perfect. I'm gonna hold on to the Street Wraith for now because it could be valuable later. Yep, we added a couple of new sponsors this week, both Honey and Lisa. Two great products. Dahlia is a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Dig for some Hollowed Boys or some... I don't actually know the text box on the new Chromium, so I can't tell you whether or not that would be good or bad. Hollowed Ones. Alright, we found a Gurmag Angler. We got that going for us. Ganon Spoop, thanks for checking out Honey. I think we're going to be pretty dead to this Mantis Rider. The Death Shadow part of this deck, Anoronics, is some nonsense. It's really bad with the Goryo's Vengeance Griselbrand. What's going on, Paula? Thanks for checking out, Honey. It's not bad. You stop that. So we get to fetch to 3 here. And then we get to floop our Gristle Pig into play. Block this Mantis Rider. Yeah, we have one basic swamp. The real question is, do I draw cards with Gristle Pig? Doesn't look like that's going to be an option. They're going to image the pig. I'm glad they tapped out so that can't happen. So, like, kill your thing, gain 7. Not a bad exchange for us. You're dead to first strike. Man, it must be tough not knowing how magic works. Get both these down. We are dead to a Noble. We're also dead to a 3rd Mantis Rider. That is dealer's choice of Noble and Mantis Rider. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and run it back. I think. I feel like the Clasms are probably fine. Clasms are probably fine. My opponent is on Panza, and they boarded in Wet Ball against me, and they kept in Bloodbraid Elf. Yep, that's fair. That happens all the time, Turkin. Had that happen multiple times on stream. It's always funny when it really comes back to bite them. I've actually beaten Panza before because they did that. This turn's kind of absurd. Just good old Hallowed Boy things, basically. Just doop, doop, doop. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just putting my 10 power into play. Go ahead. Oh, golly, chat. I sure hope my opponent doesn't cast Stoneforge Mystic. How would I ever recover from a turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic, chat? It would be too strong. It would be unfair. Please don't Stoneforge Mystic me, opponent. What you got? What you got? Pyroclasm. All right, so they are watching the stream. Got it. Got it. Good thing they can't ghost the top of our deck. All right, 1 and 1. 1 and 1. I saw on a previous stream you mentioned wanting to sell your chests when their price went up. How do you know when the price will increase? So if you read on magiconline.com, they talk about when they're planning to adjust the price, the contents of treasure chests. And historically speaking, every time they adjust the contents of the treasure chest, it pushes the value of the chests up. They make them more valuable on average. So I believe tomorrow we'll see a treasure chest update. I think it was scheduled for. They did concede Anoronic, so we're 1 and 1 now. And I think we'll also see another one with M19. So we see them upon set release and usually midway as well. So I'm pretty sure we're supposed to lead on Neonate here, because this way, if we draw a Hallowed Boy next turn, between Neonate and Reunion or Neonate and Looting, we can dip him into play for free. Soars6654, thank you for that 4-month resubscription on the Twitch Prime. So re-up in here again this month. We do also look like Dredge, yep. Y'all ready for this? This little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Home. Alright, now I'm going to take another hit for 7 here, I think. Do I want to take a hit for 7 here? Yeah, probably. So lucky. Had 2 hollowed ones on turn 2. That lucker. What a noob lucker. So lucky. This deck is kind of hilarious. So next turn we go fetch basic swamp, Thoughtseize you, Goryo's Vengeance, Griselbrand into play again. Crunch you for a bunch. Keep Stoneforge. Aren't you guys glad that they weren't able to Stoneforge Mystic us this turn? I'm incredibly glad. Oh, geez. Are we gonna die, chat? If they have a counterspell, we're dead, huh? Chat, we might die here. We might have flown too close to the sun. I think there's a non-zero chance we've flown too close to the sun, chat. Maybe I should have kept both Goryo's Vengeances in my hand so I could double flute the pig. Yeah, I get to reanimate the lifelinker, but if they have anything in their hand, they get to live through that. Oh, Benicini, you're right. I did miss your donation. Sorry. Put this towards more Hoagland does social media on stream. Let's rustle some jimmies. Thanks for the support. Yeah, here's hoping they don't have a counterspell. Thank you for the support, Benicini. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, got him. Sweet. How do we feel about click submit? I guess Cathartic Reunion's kind of bad. Maybe like Brutalities in a Clasm or Brutalities in a Lavaman. I think I like this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, jeez. Gosh, if we can hit a Street Wraith next turn. The ban and restricted updates happen with tomorrow morning's downtime on Magic Online. So tomorrow and Friday streams will be all Legacy. Stoneforge Mystic is still banned in Modern, mostly for the same reason that Earthcraft is still banned in Legacy. Wizards of the Coast just doesn't like unbanning things. That's unfortunate. Favorable wins. That's something. Apparently our opponent's not really paying attention. Getcha? All right. Well, I don't know about that third match there, but we played a couple of good games. That second game there, we definitely... Things should have been harder for us than they were, but, you know, sometimes Blood Crypt doesn't have text, I guess. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We've got this match and then one more, and then I'm going to wrap up for the day. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We've had over 1,000 people for most of the day, which is really awesome. We still have 1,200 people right now. Remember, if you enjoy my stuff, check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. All of my streams get archived there. We've been going for 7.5 hours so far today. I'm going to hit publish on a bunch of awesome videos there. There's plenty more before today as well. I've been streaming 30 hours a week for a long time now. Wow, this hand is looking good. I actually really like Insolent Neonate in this deck. I don't know that I'm a fan of Cathartic Reunion, but Insolent Neonates have felt pretty good. If we hit a couple of good draws here, we're going to dumpster our opponent hard. Do you feel old? Real old man Jeff will be pushing kids out of his lawn? Lands, Faithless Looting. That definitely falls somewhere on the absurd scale. That is very good. I think I just Cathartic Reunion here. I'm gonna Reunion, ditch, Shadow, and Gurmag. So we can find another Hollowed Boy. Vengevine was one card late. Oh shit! Next turn, I get to go Neonate, ditch Vengevine, cast Gurmag Angler, put Vengevine back into play. Woo-hoo, doggy! Woo-hoo, doggy! Y'all ready for this? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wormcoil's kind of bad for us here. Ooh, Goryo's Vengeance? Goryo's Vengeance? Another Vengevine. Another Vengevine, you say? I'm gonna get some green sources here so we can cast this other Vengevine potentially. I think we're actually in a little bit of trouble here. Have a good attack here. Our mistake was not winning the die roll, chat. We should have worked on that. I don't know if we can play through the Wormcoil. It's going to be interesting to find out, though. No blocks. We have a second worm. We're also just dead to Ballista here. Second worm, yep. Yeah, it's going to be all she wrote. We don't really have sideboard cards for this matchup, huh? I think I just run it back. Yeah, I'm just going to run it back. Am I going to play Fae and Indy? I'm going to play games with it before then, try and figure that out. Need to figure out what exactly I want to play in Indianapolis. I don't think Grudge is very good here. I don't think Grudge is better than any of the other cards we're currently playing. Like, Grudge is good against, like, exactly their Wormcoil starts, but, like, they're not going to have Wormcoil starts every single game. Tagging map with Grudge, like, is very specific and, like, requires taking off our turn. A lot of times they play O-Stone and blow it up the same turn. So I think Grudge is pretty narrow. Again, chat, people that want to suggest cards to board in, don't just say board in Magic cards. Say, you should bring in Ancient Grudge and you should cut X. And then suggest why we should cut that X. Remember, sideboarding is a one-to-one process. There are a lot of cards that seem like they could be good, but you need to trim things in order to bring them in. And I don't think any of the cards in our sideboard are better than our proactive game 1 plan in this matchup. I think I'd rather just, like, push my linear pedal to the floor and, like, try and run them down. So what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attack for 1 to start, I think. I'm gonna discard this Goryo's Vengeance and see what we draw. I guess I can Neonate and then put a 5/5 into play here. No, I can't. I miscounted. I needed to fetch. Fuck. Alright, well, I guess I'm passing now. That was a mistake. This needs 6 to delve. It's not Tasigur. So, I guess I attack for 1, and then I go Hollowed 1 plus Angler here. I guess I could have ditched the land. Yeah, Reunion seemed bad. I think the deck's definitely trying to do too much. I think if you wanted to add Evolution in, it could be sweet. I think I would probably trim. I think I might forego. I'm not sure if I like the Vengevine plan or not. Thanks for trying honey there, Ancestral Eng. I appreciate that. The shadows might be too much. I could see that being the case. Yeah, I think if I wanted to try and work in an evolution package, I would focus on Delve Threats and Hollowed 1, and then the evolution package, and, like, have that be what I'm working towards. No, Tombstalker is not good. It's much, much worse than Gurmag Angler. Like, even this turn's a good example of, like, Gurmag Angler just being so much more efficient. No, I think playing Hollowed 1's important. I think Hollowed 1 gives you some of your most busted opening draws. That card sounds really abysmal. I think I'd much rather play Burning Inquiry than a 1/1 for 1 that puts 3 cards in my discard pile. Yeah, but like we're not killing it. Yeah, Burning Inquiry puts 4 cards in your discard pile right away and enables Hollowed One. So like it's worth quite a bit more. I think we're pretty dead here. This Oblivion Stone's just gonna end the game. I guess I could find like Gristle Pig plus a Goryo's Vengeance potentially, but like I'm out of ways to get things into the discard pile too here. Cardboard Crackling, thanks for the 9-month resubscription. 3/4 of a year, welcome back, I appreciate it. Alright, well, we get to attack for lethal here. They blow this up, we play a Hollowed One. Put the thing into play, go. If you insist. Alright. One more match with this, and then we can kick around how I would build it with Eldritch Evolution, the deck editor. 3 months of Hoagland yelling at nerds in chat and playing silly decks. Cheers. Thanks for the 3-month resubscription. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for the continued support. I'm feeling a 3-2 here. I'm feeling we're a modern deck. Let's run them down 3-2. Not playing this deck to not keep hands like this. It's not a real modern deck until we 3-2, right? So you understand. You understand, you get it. Oh no, Snuffy. Someone unbanned Snuffy. Snuffy was Friendly Fire. Sorry, Snuffy the Seal. Friendly Fire! Friendly Fire! Listen, there's a lot of people in chat today. The chat's been moving quickly. We need a Friendly Fire emote. I need to figure out what it looks like. Like, there's a lot of sweet emote ideas, but like figuring out how to actually depict it as an emote is often difficult. Yeah, the Lifelink Death Shadow combo is awkward too. That's for sure. I think I actually just want to Thoughtseize them here. And then next turn, I'll do this. This gives us 2 shots to find a land to Reunion next turn. Elves with Vizier combo. Alright, I think I'm going to take the Collected Company here. Although I guess Chord of Calling gets them exactly what they want, which is their combo. Maybe that was loose. That's true. They don't currently have a payoff for going infinite, which is true. It's a good draw. Alright, so let's cast this. Probably leave a Gristle Pig in here. Leave Gristle Pig or Faithless Looting? I think I'd rather leave Gristle Pig, actually. No, this is a viewer submitted deck list, like most of the things we play. Archdruid is really good. I'm just gonna smush here. I guess if I smush with this, they could trade it just for Dwinnen's Elite, which seems bad for me. If they want to trade Dwinnen's Elite plus the token for Gurmag, I think I'm okay with that. Play my 1/1 for 1. This card's worse than Land War Elves. It doesn't even tap for mana. So they have Court of Calling, Vizier, and then one card I don't know. I really don't have any good lines here, right? They're just like gumming up the board. My body is ready for these Pyroclasms in our sideboard. This is gonna be like a second Archdruid, right? Oh, it's just gonna be a Zuri and then I'm gonna die. I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm gonna cut these reunions. They've just been really clunky. Bring in Grim in these Clasms. So, I think if I was gonna build this with Eldritch Evolution, I would cut the Death Shadow and the Goryo's Vengeances, and 3 of the 4 Griselbrands, and like, put in the Eldritch Evolutions, probably max on Gurmag Angler. I think I would cut the Cathartic Reunions probably for Burning Inquiry to fill up my graveyard more consistently. So that way I can get my Delve creatures down faster and make Hollowed ones faster as well. Probably want a good 7-drop or 6-drop to turn Hollowed one into. If we keep Vengevines, we definitely want a good 6-drop. So I'd probably play like a Grave Titan and maybe an Elesh Norn in the main deck. So that way you can Eldritch Evolution into like Grave Titan, Elesh Norn, or Griselbrand, depending on what's good for you. Yeah, Elish is quite good. I don't know what that would look like, Stanikin. Like, asking me for my opinion on a deck that I have no idea what it actually looks like is kind of silly. You have to, like, build the deck and actually send it to me. Like, as a generic idea, there's lots of different ways you could go with that. Yeah, Elesh Norn is really good. Iona's okay. You'd probably sideboard her. She's a little bit tougher because, like, I'd probably want 4 Gurmag Anglers and like 1 to 2 Tassigurs to like max on Delve threats. And you can't evolve Tassigur into Iona. That's why I said you would need a 6 for Vengevine. You can turn Hollowed one into Elesh Norn though. Yeah, Band Company was really bad. I'm not sure that that's a deck we're going to play again in the future. I'm not a big fan of Collected Company decks in general. Yeah, I'm not going to just snap the Clasm on just like 1 Elvish Mystic. Ideally, I want to get like 2 or 3 of these little green shitters. Just going to like play the Neonate out here and like set up for Hollowed Boy next turn. No, I think I'd cut the Goryo's Vengeances and like go down to like 1 Griselbrand. Just like get like 3 or 4 top end bullets to evolve into. Well, that sucks. Guess I attack with this to start. Even Abzan Collective Company is, like, not that amazing. I just don't think red-green Valakut specifically generates very good games of Magic. I think the games of Magic that it plays tend to be very linear and boring, and I don't enjoy playing them. Well, on the back of these Clasms and this Hallowed Boy, we might be able to slide this one out. No, I decided I wasn't going to play that Quarth. The more I thought about it, the worse it was. I mean, this is Modern. Anything you play enough and, like, get enough reps in with, you're going to win some matches of Magic with. That's why people love this format, but just winning with a deck doesn't mean it's, like, top tier by any means. If you enjoy playing it, like, by all means, like, that's what Magic and especially Modern are about. They're, like, about finding a deck that you enjoy playing and then, like, playing the fuck out of it. Do you have a Collective Company? Nope. All right. All right, Hallowed Boy. Just you and me. 4 more turns. Let's go the distance. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's all alone. In a time of need, he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's plotting and riding on his horse. I'm gonna hold these lands in my hand. I'm gonna play one out. So holding some of these lands is good because we could get Faithless Looting at some point, but I think I want to get a second Blood Crypt into play. I agree. I think the Nihil Landfall deck is very, very good. If you're looking for a Knight of the Reliquary deck in Modern, I think the Nihil Landfall deck is an excellent choice. That should have been Blood Crypt probably, but meh. Oh, Gristlepig. Oh, Gristlepig. Oh, Gristlepig. Why are you so much mana? We're never gonna cast you because our lands can only make 6. We don't actually have 8 mana producing lands in our deck. If you look on my YouTube channel or click on the MTG Decks button under the stream, you can find links in both of those places. There are a ton of videos with the Nihil Landfall deck on my YouTube channel. You can find the deck in text form in the video description of those decks. So we're gonna Clasm our way through this board and attack for lethal with this guy. Survey says. Yeah, extra fetch lands make your delve threats better. This deck's also playing Death Shadow for whatever reason, because it's doing all the things, so it's good with that too. I'm gonna forego this Goryo's Vengeance plan here. Just like try and get slightly less of our deck to depend on the graveyard against a bunch of Rest in Pieces. How do we feel about this hand, chat? Can this one beat a Rest in Peace? What do we think? You think we can beat a Rest in Peace? Yeah, I think Shadow inside of Hollowed One is fine. Like, that's whatever. Seems pretty reasonable. God, can you imagine if we find a Vengevine here? Come on, Vengevines. Come on, Vengevines. Come on, Vengevines. Let's do it. Come on, chat. I need you to believe. We get 3 shots at Vengevines here. We get 3 shots at Vengevines here, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Just Death Shadows. What a tilt. We're so unlucky. Yay! Magic is fun. Magic is fun. Magic is fun. Trigger my Vengevine. Magic is fun. So much skill. Exactly what I expect out of a Hoogle stream squishy. Thanks for the 23-month resubscription. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Next turn we get to go Fetch, Shock, Double Shadow. It's NBD. God. You know what I'm really happy about, chat? I'm so glad. Fuck, what if exactly. I'm so glad they can't Windmill Slam Stoneforge Mystic here. Whew. Whew. Aren't y'all glad that Stoneforge Mystic is banned? We'd never be able to win if they cast that card. They could combo us here. They could cast Devoted Druid this turn and untap and combo us the next turn, to be fair. Alright, here's open for a Pyroclasm off the top. Here's open for a Pyroclasm off the top. Rats, we're so unlucky. Just the gosh darned unluckiest, chat. I did see the price spike on Stoneforge Mystic. They shocked the Templar. Do they have Path to Exile in their deck right now? Wow, okay. That's... Sure, I was not expecting that. Alright, so we're only casting Shadow Boys as 1/1s here, but next turn we get to Fetch Shock again, which means they'll be 4/4s, so we'll be attacking for 16 next turn. I was just kind of surprised to see Path and Rest in Peace against us. That seems like a lot of non-creature spells to board in. Are they still not have company? They need like, I feel like they need a good company or a combo to kill us here. And they only have 2 cards in their hand, so the combo is pretty unlikely. This deck isn't aggressive enough for me. Grrr. Here's hoping we draw a Street Wraith next turn to make these shadows 6/6s. I guess I get to flashback this Faithless Looting to start too, huh? Or I just get to Fetch Shock and cast this Vengevine. Is that good? I think that's good. Let's do that. Alright. What if we attacked for 20? What if we attacked for 20? Alright. They have to block 3 things here. We could die. A good company could still kill us. We could be dead to a good company here. Beep, beep. That's not gonna be good enough, opponent. You get to trade with my Vengevine, you get to jump block my 2 other guys, but then you go to 1 little hit points. Bip. Thanks for the 713 subscription, I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks everyone for hanging out through the end of the stream today. We just rolled past the 8-hour mark, so this is gonna wrap it up for me. Hope everyone's having a great 4th wherever you're at in the world. I'll be back tomorrow, morning/afternoon. There is Moto downtime tomorrow, so they can update the ban list. So I'll be live as soon as the servers are live tomorrow morning. We hit the 3-2 with this deck. I think this deck is funny. I think it's kind of silly. I actually think the Death Shadow Vengevine plan here is kind of sweet. I think the Goryo's Vengeance Griselbrand plan is some real fucking nonsense. It's sweet nonsense, don't get me wrong, but I think it's nonsense. I think if you wanted to put Griselbrand in this archetype, exploring Eldritch Evolution like we talked about a bunch, that league could be really awesome. Like, evolve into Griselbrands and Elishnorns and Grave Titans could be sweet. And I'm sure some degenerate will probably throw dollars to make that happen at some point on stream. I'm definitely open to doing that. But honestly, the Death Shadows inside the Hollowed One deck were kind of impressive. There's a link to the donation decklist queue submission below the stream. You want to make sure you read through all the details on how the donation decklist queue works. And I am signing off right now. This is gonna be it for me for today. Let me see. Let me find someone to host here. Thanks for the very generous bits, Anoronics, and of course for the thanks for the very generous bits, and of course for the sweet deck list. Let me find